Winter. -30 degrees. No food. No escape. In a frozen city cut off from the world, over 2 million people were trapped, not by walls, but by an army determined to starve them to death. This wasn't just a battle, it was a slow execution. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. Bread rations dropped so low, people were eating glue, wallpaper paste, even leather. And then, something darker began. Whispers spread through the streets. People disappearing. Bodies, not buried, but used. Official records would later try to bury the truth. But secret police files revealed something chilling. Cannibalism became survival. This was not ancient history. This happened in modern Europe. And what was found in the archives years later makes even hardened historians uncomfortable to talk about. Because the question isn't just what happened. It's how far humans will go when the world abandons them. The event known as the Siege of Leningrad remains one of the most devastating and psychologically haunting chapters of World War II. It began in September 1941, when forces of Nazi Germany, under the command of Adolf Hitler, surrounded the Soviet city of Leningrad, modern-day St. Petersburg. But this was no ordinary siege. Instead of storming the city, Hitler chose a strategy of annihilation through starvation. The goal was chillingly simple: erase the city and its population without direct confrontation. At its peak, over 2.5 million civilians were trapped inside. Supply routes were cut. Food warehouses were destroyed. Winter arrived early and brutally. Bread rations dropped to as little as 125 grams per day, a slice so thin it could barely sustain life. But even that bread wasn't real bread. It was mixed with sawdust and industrial fillers. People began to eat anything they could find. Boiled leather belts, glue from furniture, wallpaper paste, even engine oil mixed into soups. Death became a daily reality. Bodies lay frozen in the streets because there was no energy left to bury them. As starvation tightened its grip, society itself began to fracture. Secret documents from the Soviet NKVD later revealed over 2,000 arrests for cannibalism during the siege. Authorities even created a special division to deal with it. 2 categories were identified: eating the already dead, hunting the living. Parents feared letting children out of sight. Strangers became threats. Trust disappeared. This wasn't savagery, it was desperation pushed beyond human limits. Despite unimaginable suffering, Leningrad did not fall. A fragile lifeline known as the Road of Life was established across the frozen Lake Ladoga, allowing limited supplies to reach the city during winter months. After 872 days, the siege was finally lifted in January 1944. By then, an estimated 1 million civilians had died, mostly from starvation. For years, the full truth of the siege, especially cannibalism, was downplayed or suppressed. It didn't fit the narrative of heroic resistance. But historians now recognize it for what it truly was. Not just a military siege, but a psychological and human catastrophe. The Siege of Leningrad forces us to confront a terrifying truth. Civilization is fragile. When systems collapse, when food disappears, when survival becomes the only law, even the unthinkable can become reality. And the most chilling part? This didn't happen in some distant ancient world. It happened less than a century ago. For more videos like this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.